Thoroughly enjoyed that. Right, so we're going to be talking to the band in a moment, but just to kind of give you a brief rundown, we've got Harvey on the bass. Get in. Kingston on guitar and vocals. Sonny on the drums. And... who are you?
Oh, Magnus.
That's the one. Magnus on the guitar. What a great sound. Really, really good. You've got the grunge thing absolutely nailed, which is brilliant. But I hadn't realised that you'd been going for such a short space of time. But anyway, we'll come back and talk to you in a moment. Right, let's go and have a chat to the lads. You've all been sitting around there. Sonny, I'm going to start with you over here. So let me come round this side of you, so I'm not right in front of you. I'll pass this to you, and you can say some words to me. Bands that you like and drummers that influence you.
I think my favourite band would probably be Nirvana, and drummers that influenced me is Dave Grohl. He's a good drummer.
Yeah. Anybody else at all?
No. I mean, I've got some other bands. Queens of the Stone Age, they're good. Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent. Right, let's just move on very briefly. I tell you what, we will go to Kingston next, as you're standing there looking at me. Right, so bands that you like and guitarists or vocalists that influence you.
Like Sonny said...
Can you just turn you around a little bit here?
Okay. What Sonny said, Nirvana, Daniel Johnston, and sort of like other grunge bands, Alice in Chains. That's really it.
So basically, you listen to mostly the kind of music that you play. Yeah. So that's kind of where your influences come from. Excellent. Okay, let's just move on. Again, bands that influence you, or musicians that influence you, and bands that you like. What you like to listen to when you're at home, when you're relaxing.
I don't know. I don't really listen to any bands. Just the genre that we play mainly. And people that influence me. I don't have any particular.
That's okay, you don't have to. It's not essential. Right, let's move over to Harvey. So, again, guess what the question is?
I couldn't guess. I couldn't. Yeah, probably Sex Pistols and like Nirvana. They are like Motorhead and stuff. I like them. The bassist that inspired me was Let Me Kill My Stuff from Motorhead.
No, absolutely, and I could actually hear that actually in your bass sound as well. You've got quite a nice, good, full bass sound. Right, so, Sonny, come back up over here. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Yes, get it right. Kingston, back over here. What influenced you to start writing stuff, kind of in the grunge genre? Because it was something that was way before your time. So you're kind of bringing it back, and you're doing it really well. You're doing it in a very genuine kind of way. So what kind of made you think that's the kind of music we want to play?
Well, I kind of just started getting into like Daniel Johnston at first, and then kind of went into Nirvana, and that's why I just kind of liked his lyrics, and then made this band, and then I had to write some lyrics, and then that's really it.
Okay. And who is most involved in the writing process?
Well, me and... Well, at first it was just me, then all the bands started getting it, and then it's just mostly me and Harvey now. Okay,
so you come up with the initial idea between you,
Yeah.
bring it along?
Yeah, sometimes we'll come up with the idea of the band, but we'll go and write it. We'll go out of yeah.
We'll come around your house and have like some lyrics, and then...
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, outside, because obviously I've got to mention you're probably one of the youngest bands that we've had in here. So, from the point of view of history, you've been around for, said, end of 2018? Yeah. So, under a year. I would say, you've done really well. You've accomplished an awful lot in a very short space of time. Let's talk to you a little bit about some gigs that you've done. So if I can move over to you and say, what sort of gigs have you done? What have you enjoyed?
So playing to, like, if you're just playing into a room with, like, people who aren't just like sitting there for the event more, really, then it's not that fun. But, like, some of our gigs, as we go on, it gets better. And we've done about 12 gigs so far.
Okay, I noticed you've done a couple of festivals.
Yeah, so we did one in Midsummer Norton, and I can't remember where the other one is. Yeah, we did the big gig. Yeah. I can't really name them off by heart.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Well, okay, let's move on to a slightly different question. Nothing to do with music this time. It was something we talked about earlier on. What kind of things outside of playing drums, being in a band, what other things do you enjoy? What else do you do outside of it? Hold on.
I do skateboarding, and I'm like always on my PC. I do, computer gaming, and tomorrow I'm getting a BMX. So just
Fantastic.
start a journey of.
And come on then, favourite game, favourite computer game.
I don't know. I mean, I like a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of them to do.
Okay, all right. my daughter who was in here, she'd definitely say Minecraft. I'm sure of it. Right. Again, outside of the band, what do you do? What's your interests?
Well, I like playing my guitar, and I don't like sport that much, but I like playing football.
Okay, all right. I need to grab you two up then off the floor because otherwise we won't get you in camera. So activities outside of the band, what do you enjoy doing? What's you doing in spare time? Don't say play bass.
I'm really social. No, I'm joking. I don't go outside. No. I don't. Nothing really interests me.
All right, and Kingston, finally. What do you do when you're not playing in the band?
Go around Harvey's. That's something to do. And because Harvey lives near me, and destroy my shed.
Oh, we destroyed your shed yesterday.
Destroy your shed. All right, I'm sure there's a story here. Why?
He's moving. So we destroyed his shed with just like a hammer.
And finally, going back to what you've just played, Slayer, where does that come from?
Well, what do you mean? What does it come from?
Slayer is an odd name. What's the influence behind that particular track?
You know when people like Sly, and then you just put O on it?
So Slyer than Sly.
Yeah.
So Slayer. Okay, that makes a lot more sense of it. And any issues with Milkman?
No, actually, that came around in geography class. Me and Magnus saw it written on the wall, and then there were some other things, but we couldn't remember them, so we just named it Confuse the Milkman. That
will do for me. Right. So at the moment you've got no CDs out, but you have got some recording done, which is available on SoundCloud. 4 tracks. I think all 4 of them we played tonight. Yeah. Excellent. You've got an exciting 2020 coming up, do you think?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Fantastic. Right, well, in that case, I would like to thank Psychic Junk for an excellent gig tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. You've done really brilliantly, knocked it out of the park. Thanks for joining us on Soundcheck from Visual Radio Arts. I'd like to thank Phil and Mags for doing the sound and the visuals. And as I said earlier, please do share and like this as widely as you can because it's important for the guys. Thanks very much indeed. I'll see...
Yeah.
Hold on.
We have an Instagram and it's Psychic Junk. Psychic_junk_band, and obviously we've got Facebook, which is Psychic Junk but with 2 Ks. And I'd like to shout out my friend Callum_Bell77.
Fantastic. Okay, you've done it. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, guys, and good night.